Pisces, welcome to October 2017. October is a little bit rocktober here because the Aries full moon on the 5th is being T-squared by powerful Pluto, and the Libra new moon on the 19th is being exactly opposed by Uranus. So both moons are intense and bringing up a lot of that which has been hidden or secret or below the surface. Now, Libra brings the action for you to that area of your life that has to do with secrets. It has to do with the labyrinth of your consciousness or the unconscious or the subconscious. It has to do with power. It has to do with shared resources, your partner's values, other people's values. And the moon in Aries is in the area of what you love and value, and your money, your resources. They're both being T-squared by powerful Pluto in Capricorn. And Pluto is about secrets and what's taboo, things that is not respectable society. And I keep thinking, Game of Thrones, because I love this series, but it is a reflection of the times we're living in. Is the power struggles going on between the different groups. One power's in control, then they're out, then another group's in, as well as all of the changes we've had to go through individually and forces outside of us impacting us personally. And that can very much feel like this here in October with powerful Pluto and then the disruptor Uranus on the 19th. And especially because it's being activated in a very hidden part of your chart that has to do with the shadow side, or things that we don't like about ourselves, things we don't want other people to know about. And don't resist what's being revealed at this time, because Pluto is unearthing things. And, like Game of Thrones, there's a lot of incestuous things going on in there. And the lead character, Jon Snow, doesn't even know who he really is. He'll find that out in the final season. And, come to find out, his lover is also his aunt. He didn't know that either. And this is very Plutonian, where things get revealed that are just like, oh my gosh, that's awful. And I didn't know that. And we just want to kind of like, oh, I don't want to know that, or I don't want to go there. But you know what? It's part of life. It's part of history. And it's part of who you are. And so if things are coming up for you that are uncomfortable, or you'd rather not look at, that's okay. You don't have to let others know that you're struggling with some identity of yourself or part of yourself that is uncomfortable for you. We're human beings here, and your perfection is in your imperfection. And that's what makes you beautiful. That's what makes you whole. That's what makes you so attractive, is that you can be very compassionate and understanding to the suffering of others and the challenges of others. And so if Pluto is bringing things up for you at this time, it is going to bring to conscious awareness things that have been hidden, things that have been below the surface, things that we didn't even know were there. And, it's for your conscious awareness, and it is for your empowerment. Also be aware if you're getting pulled into any power struggles with other people, a partner or a group you belong to, or a friend that is trying to pull you into some sort of power struggle here. This first 10 days into October, the Sun will exactly square Pluto on the 9th. Now, Venus and Mars are making a beautiful aspect together. They are coupled together. And we've waited all year for the two lovers to unite. And now they're united on the 5th. And they are in harmonious energy flow with Pluto. Pluto is trining both Venus and Mars. And that's awesome. Challenge comes in is Saturn is squaring them. He's challenging them. And what that means is, you know, you can find yourself like really attracted to someone or really excited about this group. And then all of a sudden it's like, no, they did something that really I am not cool with. This is not cool. And so then the agreement is off. Or, you know, this is very much on again, off again relationships. So, you know, you could find like, oh, you know, I got this love relationship going on and it's great. And then you find out they got another partner. So it could be that too, where you find out like you're in a triangle with someone. Not everyone, just some of you could experience this, where you're really into this person, then you find out they have an ex or they have someone that you didn't know about, and then that's a deal breaker for you. Then that's off again, and so that can be going on too at the time of the full moon, as well as the first 10 days in here, where, you know, love is really strong here in October. You know, Libra is about love and relationships, and Venus and Mars are coupled together. This can be physical attraction. This can be, you know, where you feel like, oh, this is my twin flame or my soulmate. I'm really attracted to you. You're really attracted to me. And it's spiritual and physical. And it's like, wow, this is amazing. And then that wrench gets thrown in there. It's like, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that was going on. That's kind of weird. I don't like that. Oh, I'm going to step back here. And then you find yourself stepping back. That's okay. You know, and there's also this T-square going on with Saturn and Chiron in Pisces, October 11th through the 25th. That's going to be kind of rocky too. And that has to do with, you know, is what you need and want in relationship, what others need and want, and is it a deal breaker? You know, what's going on with you, you know, this first part of October that can feel like a real deal breaker for you, where you just, nope, not going to be part of that group, or, you know, yeah, I'm crazy about you, but I'm going to step back here because this is just too strange for me. To you know, Scorpio, secret, dark, whatever is happening, and you know, just bringing things up for you that you just don't even want to go there, and you've got this hyper awareness, so you're really on psychically and intuitively here in October, and trust your intuition. You know, don't go by what people say, go by behavior. It's not the, you know, it's not the talk, it's the walk. Go by behavior. If they follow through with you, then you can rely on it. But if they're just talking a good talk and they're not following through, don't invest. Don't put your time, energy, love, heart, and so on into the group, the relationship, the situation, whatever. It's Rocky Rocktober. We got an early Halloween here. And so, you know, you're just going to ride the energies, ride the wave, right? The waters will be turbulent. You know, some of the waters are filled with beautiful fish and lovely dolphins, highly intelligent beings. Some of the waters have sharks in them. And you have to know the difference. You have to navigate who's on Team Pisces and who you show the hand. Show them the hand. See the hand. There's the hand. You know, it's like, that's an old one, isn't it? Boundaries, right? Is boundaries. Boundaries are very important for you here in October. Set your boundaries and raise those standards. And if people aren't meeting those standards, then you are not investing your lovely time, energy, money, and so on. And that'll keep you strong in here. And things do get better. I mean, the Sun and Saturn are sextiling on the 16th. Venus enters Libra on the 14th. That helps things. And then, of course, Mercury enters Scorpio on the 17th, following Jupiter in Scorpio. And this is a very favorable energy for you. Scorpio is your sister sign. And now Jupiter is in Scorpio. He entered on the 10th. And although there's all this other commotion going on, you may not feel that lovely spiritual, beautiful energy happening here for you. You know, and so, but it's there, and it's going to be there until next year, you know, till fall of next year. Then he enters Sagittarius, which is fantastic for you because that's going to expand your career. So Jupiter is climbing to the top of your chart, and it's very good. So know if things are crazy at the Aries full moon, it's absolutely going to get better because Jupiter marches into Scorpio on the 10th, followed by Mercury on the 17th, and that is your sister sign. They pour positive energy into any planets you have in Pisces, and they start forming, Jupiter's going to start trining harmonious energy flow with Neptune. That's spiritual love. That's beautiful love. That's why I see like whatever's rocky here in the beginning of October, late September, everything improves dramatically by the end of October and November. Love is really strong this month, but there's some weird stuff going on and there's some bumps in the road, and it can be on again, off again, or I step back, but then I'm back in it again, you know, back into the relationship again. And so with Mercury entering Scorpio, this is very good because that is positive energy flow for you, and it also empowers you to see the future, to keep the vision. Don't get caught up in the crazies going on, you know, day to day, but see the bigger picture, see, you know, your future, and hold that faith, keep the faith, right? That is Pisces' key phrase is I believe, and keeping the faith is all about being Pisces, and that's what we want to do, is keep the faith and know that better times are here, and that now the new moon in Libra, that's another one that's intense because the sun and the moon are coupled together exactly at almost 27 degrees Libra, opposing Uranus exactly at almost 27 degrees Aries. And of course, you know, Uranus is the liberator, but it's also the disruptor. It doesn't care about status quo. It doesn't care if we're uncomfortable about truth. It doesn't care about, well, we've always done it this way, so we're just going to, no, we're not. Uranus is, you know, it's lightning, it's electricity. It comes in fast. It's expect the unexpected. Whatever you think is going to happen, something else happens. And it is about breaking you out of patterns and perceptions that no longer serve you. And you know, so whatever comes up with this energy, because it's in a very, you know, powerful part of your chart, which has to do with the deeper mysteries, the shadow side of human behavior. We all have a shadow side. We all do. And, you know, with Libra and Pisces too, it's about avoiding confrontation, avoiding conflict, or not making a decision. Right? When the two fish are going in opposite direction, do you want to go to dinner? Yes, no. Do you want to go to the movies? Yes, no. Right? Libra does that too. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, right? That was what Libra would say, right? And so, you know, is that can be as bad as being a bully. You know what I mean? Because that's the opposite of authentic power, right? Being a bully, you know, is where we're just telling everybody what to do, right? My way or the highway. Blah. That's terrible. And then not making a decision, everybody suffers, right? And so we want to find that middle ground of being powerful, being authentic, being true to self, but considering others, but at the same time not losing yourself in relationship. You know, and that could be a challenge for some of you too, where you lose yourself in relationship, or you're losing yourself in a group or something that you're committing yourself to, and you're having an identity crisis. You're like, I don't know what I want, or I don't know what I believe in, or I don't know what is true for me. And that can really be uncomfortable for you. And so this could be a time for you to just take a time out from other people, or a relationship that's been, up and down, or really passionate and all that chemistry, but no foundation, or you don't know where you really stand with the person, or you come to find out that you're in a triangle with them or their work. You know what I mean? Like, you're competing with the person to not work so much, to spend time with you, or you're competing with the person's work, or you're competing with someone else that you didn't even know about, that they didn't tell you, that the Scorpio, the Pluto energy reveals now for you. And it's like, whoa, why didn't you tell me? And so then you're like, well, I just step back here. I don't know. And then you're in that indecision of, you don't know what you want. You don't know what to do. When I don't know what to do, I don't do anything. But but I do think it's important to make decisions that are right for you, especially at the Libra New Moon. What is right for you? What is your truth? Scorpio rules truth. It rules emotional truth. What is emotionally true for you? You're a water sign like Scorpio and Cancer. You move through your feelings. You move through what you intuit, what you receive from your higher self, your higher power, your soul self. What is being revealed to you at this time? What are you finding out here at the full moon and the new moon that maybe you didn't know before? Now you know, and it's you're in that area where you know more than you want to know, you're seeing more than you want to see. This is my world, and it's just part of the course. As everything moves into Scorpio, it'll get lighter for you. The sun enters Scorpio on the 23rd. And it couples with Jupiter on the 26th. That's going to be an extraordinary day. That happens once a year when the sun couples with Jupiter and it's in Scorpio, your sister sign, harmonizing with you. And so that's really good too. But during the Libra cycle, things are going to be revealed, and you're going to know things about people you may not even want to know. And it's okay. It's just that, it's like your giant third eye, your crown chakra's on fire, and you're being shown what's really going on in a situation, or you're being shown what's really going on with this group. And some of it's dark, right? It's part of the human condition. It's part of human behavior that, Pluto also rules the criminal element. It rules those parts of life that we keep in the back room, or we keep in the cellar, we keep hidden. It's not in the front of the house. It's not in the the kitchen area. It's in the basement, right? It's in the attic. It's hidden away. But it's all being blown out here at the Aries full moon. And then, of course, the Libra New Moon is going to have some surprise. I'm here to liberate you, and here's what you need to know. And so you're going to have this hyper awareness here in October. Trust your intuition and really just stay grounded, right? Do your spiritual work. Do your meditation. What's my truth? What do I believe? What's real for me? And then move from that place. Not what others are saying and what's going on with them, but what's my truth? What works for me? And if it works for you, then you're in the right place. You're going to be riding the wave. And don't resist what's being revealed, because a lot's coming up here with you. But it's good because it comes up, it goes out, and then we fill the basement with light. We fill the subconscious and the unconscious with light. And it is about, acceptance. It is about accepting, I call it warts and all. It's Pluto, when it challenges like this, it shows the warts. It shows, I don't have any warts. I'm a good witch of the north. It shows, the bumps. It shows, the things that are not attractive about us, and we wouldn't put on our resume. We wouldn't necessarily bring up in the first conversation of meeting someone, but it's part of who we are. And I don't see them as evil. I don't see any of it as evil. I see it as undeveloped. When people act out in negative ways or bad ways, they're undeveloped. When we have a side of self that's acting out in a negative way or a bad way, it's a part of you that's undeveloped. It's asking for expression. It's begging for expression. It's saying, give me a chance. Let me express this part of you in a way where I can develop, and now I can be attractive. And so embrace all of you. Embrace the part of you that you wouldn't put on your resume. Embrace the part of you that may not be fully developed. Maybe it's a part of you that's jealous. Maybe it's a part of you that has some shame or guilt. Guilt means you're going in the right direction. Whenever you feel guilty about something, that's your soul prompting you to do it. So if you feel guilty about not calling this person, you're not supposed to. If you feel guilty about not going to work today, you're not supposed to go to work. You're supposed to take a health day. If you feel guilty you don't want to go to this party, you're not supposed to go to the party. Listen to your soul prompting you to do something. You know, it's religion that invented the whole guilt thing. It's religion that invented sin, and it keeps everyone focused on it. That's why it grows. And so focus on love, focus on faith, focus on truth, because that's who you really are. You're a powerful creator, and you're here to create. And it gets easier as the energies move into Scorpio. But even at that Libra New Moon, which is a bit intense, Jupiter is coupled with the moon in early Scorpio. It's at 2 degrees with Mercury in Scorpio. And that is very supportive. So it's like the more you tune into your higher self, the more you go into your higher consciousness, your spiritual, all the answers come. Creator shows you the vision. Creator shows you why it's time to know this truth about self and others. And that it's all good in a way, because when we embrace our light and dark, we become more whole. We become more empowered. We become more accepting of who we are. And that is the most powerful position you can be in. And then, of course, the 31st is Halloween. Yay! And so, happy Halloween. So, things really begin to improve as you get to, say, that last week in October. And, of course, you're going to rock it in November, because we have the new moon in Scorpio. And so, you know, ride the wave. And there's several harmonious aspects here unfolding. Long-range plans are being developed. Agreements are back on. Marriages and alliances are now being formalized. Love is very strong here in October. And so if you find yourself in a position where, you know, you met someone, you really liked them, and then now you're like, whoa, I found this out about them, or, you know, I just, you know, I'm stepping back, you could find that you're back on again by the end of the month and going into November. And that's good, you know, and Jupiter is going to try Neptune for most of next year too, and in November, December. And that's spiritual love. That's divine love. That's twin flame love. And with the passion too. And so it is amazing what's on the horizon for you. Just going to be a bit rocky in here. The first, you know, couple of weeks in October. And so for those of you open for love, it is on. And you may find that this is like a really passionate, physical, spiritual connection, and you're just like, wow, you know, I'm really amazed. And then you could find like, whoa, I need to step back. But then by the end of the month, you're back on again. So be open, you know, trust your intuition, and, you know, hang loose. Because, you know, you don't need to step back that far. I mean, unless Saturn really reveals something to you that is a deal breaker. But if not, then just hang loose. Because you could find that you work through it together, and you're even stronger because of it. Even stronger connection. For those of you coupled, you know, it is going to be a bit rocky in here. And you could, you know, have some power struggles going on over money, or, you know, anything you're sharing together. And, you know, again, ride the wave, because things really smooth out by the last week in October and November. Things get really good for Pisces. Career still going strong. There's a grand fire trine with Saturn in Sagittarius to Uranus in Aries and the North Node in Leo. So your career is moving forward. Your career is moving you up. You are being promoted. And so remember that there's a lot of good things going on in your life, and the way out is through that Saturn North Node Uranus trine, as well as Saturn is in harmony with that Libra New Moon, which, can empower you to deal with difficult substance that comes up, or difficult things that come up in your, for you that you're dealing with within self or with others. You have the tools to navigate these waters. Spiritually, it's really there for you. Jupiter and Mercury and the Sun are now in that area of your spiritual connection to Prime Creator. And so it's about meditating, it's about listening, it is about being patient and persevering, not being in a hurry, and taking the wider view of what is being revealed at this time, and why you need to know the things that are being revealed. And by doing that, you're going to be, getting promoted, moving up in what you do, because everything you learn about self is really to help others too. And health looks really good. Your health is improving, so keep doing the good work with yourself, and just keep trusting that intuition. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing on Google Plus and my videos. Pisces, you're so awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It really helps to support the channel and the work I'm doing here with you. And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your astrology, very easy. The link is below in the Show More section. It's also up in the cards. You go to my astrology page, you purchase a consultation, upon checkout, get the link to my schedule, and we're working together. Or if you're interested in coaching, you go to my coaching page, you purchase a session, upon checkout, get the link to my schedule, and we're coaching you. So until next time, Pisces, trust that intuition and ride the wave.